10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good morning, good evening, or in the UK, good night. How are you all doing? And welcome to Transfer Deadline. Guys, it's finally here. Oh my god, in 90 minutes, or 84 minutes, 86 minutes, we can say goodbye to this transfer window. And I'm going to kind of miss it, and I'm not going to miss it. You know what it feels like for me, guys, at the moment? It feels like the World Cup or the Euros. You know how much you love it when it's on, and then suddenly in the middle of it, it starts to feel like a bit too much football. And then when it's finished, you're like, man, I can't wait for the football to start in August. It's going to feel like that for me, I think, with the transfer window. But what a transfer window it's been, and what a 24 hours it has been for Nottingham Forest. It's been crazy. Crazy. We're going to talk through all the last minute deals that are happening, anything that breaks. There could be a few more things that do break as we are sitting here live with you guys. We'll keep you posted, of course, on everything. Let's start with the hellos before we get into the news, and I gotta decide what theme we're gonna use. This one's too newsy. We need some information on the screen, don't we? I'll get it sorted. Live TV. All right, let me say hi to everyone. Christian, how you doing? Pat, how are you, bro? Brinley, hope you are well. David, hope you're well. Sean, same to you, hope you're well. Joe, Pot the Panda, Pooh the Panda, sorry, hope you're well. Aqua, good to see you, bro. Rob, hope you're doing well. Robert, hope you're doing well. When I'm saying hi to everyone, guys, hit the like button, subscribe if you need, the usual drill. Joe, hope you're well. Who else have I missed? Richard, the Walking Boom, hope you're well. Alex, good to see you. Beaker, hope you're well. Glenn, hope you're well. Simon, hello to you. Mark, how you doing? Luster, hola to you too. JP, my man, spamming the Forest emotes as a member. Good to see you, JP. Jolly Ollie, evening Forest fam, evening to you as well, Jolly. And the Nella Dan, hope you're well, bro. Carl, how you doing? 132 stars, how you doing? Nick, good to see you. Daryl, you as well. Tommy boy, how are you? Carl, you Reds. Mark, Milton, Gary, Denia dude, Simon. I think I nearly caught everyone. It's good to have you all on board. It's going to be fun. Never done this before, the build up into the final of the transfer. But let's get started, guys. Let's jump straight into it. Let's not fluff around. All I will say is make sure you're following me on Twitter. I don't know if I'll be updating Twitter while we're live. I've only got 2 hands, well, 1.5 with the injury. But let's keep going. And also, if you want to become a member and spam those Forest emojis, it's 99p. Just hit the join button, and it supports us, bringing you, should I say, the Forest content. A few more joining in. Graham, how you doing? Mel in Canada, how you doing, bro? Southpaw Red, salam, bro. Alaikum salam. Hope you're well. David, good to see you. And as Sean says, hit that like button. All right, guys. So a lot to talk about. We've done a couple of videos today. And I've been working. And I've had the kids and the wife. It's been fun. But this is football. This is how we expect football to be. And this is how we expect Nottingham Forest to be. Showing their intent. Showing their muscle in that transfer window. And we've been seeing it today. Now, let's start with this Batshuayi deal from Chelsea, because there's a lot of rumblings about it and a lot of contradicting, should I say, stories. Now, it is definitely official. Forest are going in for him. It is likely, as I get a message about a transfer, it is likely that he will be signing with Nottingham Forest. We've got an hour and a half to go. Now, where the controversy is coming is about, is it going to be a loan deal with an option to buy? Or are Forest going to buy his contracts out and just take him over? Now, my understanding, Russell, thank you for subscribing to the channel, bro. Appreciate your support. Appreciate it, bro.
Russell Jarvis, thanks for subbing.
Thanks for subbing. Now, as I understand it, Forest may buy his contract out because Chelsea want to be done with him. Basically, Chelsea had an option to sell him to Dortmund a couple of years ago for 50 mil. Do you remember that season? I think it was about 3 years ago where he started really hot in the Premier League. He was scoring goals, and then slowly he started to fade away. Last year he went out on loan to Turkey. He scored a few goals there as well. But now he's back, and Chelsea just want to be done of him. He's sick if you can get him in form, says Joe. That's it, isn't it? It'll be like a FIFA inform card, not his gold rare card. But I think he's the right player for Forest. And let me explain why. Because he does have talent and he does have a lot of potential. And he is young. And this is the kind of player that Coops works really well with. And I think this is the kind of player that would excite Cooper into developing. Young talent, has proven it before, needs a bit more guidance, and it sets him up. Now it also asks, or should I say raises the point of, what does Cooper then think about the current strikers we do have? The likes of Iwoni, Sturridge. You could argue Dennis can play up front. Who else we got? I mean, you got Johnson, who's more, in my eyes, an R-dub than an ST. But I think, for me, it just feels like Cooper wants one more option. I don't think it means anything against the other ones we've got. But if a deal like this comes available, then it's well worth doing. Because it's no risk to Forest. He will have, automatically, even if he flops, it would be worth, even if he said 5 mil. Yeah, 5 mil for him. There's a sell-on fee involved in him. So I don't think it's that bad. In fact, I think it's a really good deal. Let's get a little poll on this one, because I'm interested in your guys' opinions. And we've got loads more to talk about. And then come 11 o'clock, we're going to try and put the strongest Forest 11 together. And we're going to have one hell of a debate over that one. So let me get a poll going here. Do you want... Oh god, how the frick do you spell his name again? I'll tell you one thing I wish Forest did. I could have done with them buying a few, John Smiths this season. It would help with my pronunciation a lot more. All right, I've got the name. I've got the spelling. I got to stay professional, guys. I got to stay professional. All right, let's get this poll up and running, and let's see what you guys say. In fact, let's see what you guys are saying in the comments about him. Joe saying he's sick if you can get him in form. Carl saying, where would he fit into the squad? We'll discuss that, Carl. Adam says, why are we getting him? And then Mason says, yes, guys. And then Icy says, getting some good players, got a couple more coming in. Yep, we are. Icy says, no risk, no reward. I agree with that. And then Beaker says, Cooper seemed a bit spooked in his interview, almost like he got a telling off. You reckon? The Batman. Oh, yeah, he was called Batman, wasn't he? I remember that in that hot season he had. Alex is saying no. Simon's saying Mitchie. Brindley's saying I don't know enough about him. Well, we'll go through his stats as well. We'll bring those up so we can talk to you guys. And then Gary's saying, yep, in Cooper we trust. Guys, in Cooper we do trust. Don't forget to check out the merch store. We've got cool stuff in there. Mason says, hopefully after we sign the last couple of players, we do great this season. We're going to do fine this season. Top four. Dave says 132 in here and 42 likes. Hit the like button. David, couldn't have said it better myself, bro. 132 star without doubt. Options. Sean says it seems a rush deal. Mel says quick isn't he? He's very quick. Suffocation Evil says I was kind of hoping for the 6'6" guy. Just for something different, be good in the box with cross. Oh, you're talking about a jerk, if you want to pronounce him in English. Denia Dude says, and Dane we trust, 100% Dane we trust. Bit of money, boy, you love to see it. Pat says lethal in the air as well. And Aqua says, did anyone else have that one player they just like for no reason? They just like them. Bishtaki is yours. Interesting. Who's the one player I like? It was Haaland until yesterday, man. Simon says, I think Mitchie is more proven than any forward we have today. I think that's a good point to argue. Brindley says, I'm not worried about any position other than centre-back at the moment. And Easter's Red has joined and says hello. So, loads of votes on this one with 82% of you saying you do want to see him. I want to come back to Brindley's point in a second. Because Brindley, bro, I more than fully agree with you on that one. It's a little worrying, the striker position. But let's finish up on Batshuayi, and then we can talk about all that. We've got so much to talk about, guys. I don't even know where to start. You can tell I've really organized this. Batshuayi, okay. The Batman. Okay, so let's have a look at him by club, right? So, oh, we can share some screens here to make this more entertaining. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Okay. All right, let's make this more fun for you guys. I got an update, right, just before I went live, and I was like, oh, for God's sake, man. And now it all looks weird and crap on my screen. But anyway, it is what it is. Let's see if we can get this up. No, that's the wrong one. This is the one I want. This is the one I want. There we go. All right, guys, can you see that? So in the Premier League, right, he's had, let's close the poll. 77% of you are saying yes to him. So in the Premier League, he's played 77 games. A team like Forest can't turn away from a player like him. What do you mean a team like Forest, bro? What do you mean a team like Forest? So he scored 15 goals in the Premier League. You can see in the Super League, that's the Turkish league, for you laymen. He played 33 games, scored 14 times, which is good. I mean, it's not the strongest league, let's be honest. And then he got, 5 assists. So that Premier League one is okay. He didn't always start those games, but he came on and played quite well. Then he's had... As Carl subs to the channel. Carl, my man, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. And he's had a lot of lonely kind of things where he's done it before.
For subbing.
But the main ones really, I mean, you could even argue in Europe, he's had a bit of a track record, 24 games, 8 goals, 1 assist. So not too bad at all. I like this signing, guys. I think this is a good signing where Cooper can develop him. So he's got pace, he's got power, he's not scared to shoot. Something it feels like is we've been scared to shoot lately, which is crazy. But this guy is not scared to shoot. So I think I like this one. And I agree with the 82% in the chat that say he is going to be good. Tommy's saying, I don't know much about the Batman. What height and build is he? All right, let's bring you all his stats. Guys, if you ever want stats on football players, there's only one place you want to go. If you want like their stats like that, right? For all you fellow FIFA players, this is the place to go, right? So let's have a look at his stats here. And what a lovely FIFA card he did have. So he has 5-star weak foot, which means he can shoot with both feet. 4-star skills, which is very good. He's right-footed. He is 6 foot on the nose. And let's see how old he is, just to confirm. He's 28 years old. He's not as young as I remember him being. He's been around for a while. We need a proper number 9 type striker to compete with Awoni. Is he that type? No, he's not that type. He's like a pacey striker. If you were to liken him to someone, he's a bit like... let me think. Who would be the right likeness for him? There's 2 or 3 that I've got in the back of my mind. And I just can't remember who they were. Like, he would be a mix between someone like a Tony. I would say a Tony mixed in with a little sprinkling of a Zaha. A bit like that. Werner, but he can finish. I don't know. Werner's like pure pace, isn't he? He's called Werner the Burner. 184 is closer to 6'2". Now, 183 is 6 foot on the nose. Him Dennis with MG dub behind would be HRE. Unreal. Man, we will have so many options. It's going to be absolutely cray-cray to go through them. Tommy says, why was Cafu not on the bench last night? Colback was. Because it's a squad, bro, and they can only put a certain amount of players on. Now, you got to see. Obviously, I was at the match. You could tell there was an element of Bournemouth thinking to the match there. Leo Kremer, yes, Robert, that is a good likeness to him. Forest need better defenders, says Petri. I agree. Should we talk about defenders? Now, the defender was signing in Bade. is a really good signing. I like him. He's not the fastest, but he is faster than what we've got. So if you guys are imagining the pace of him is going to be a Niakata or a LaCroix, who I've been babbling on to you guys about for the last God knows how many days, he's not at that elite level of pace, yeah? Evening, Mark. How you doing, bro? Sam's gone to QPR. Hold on. Let me check this. What? Loan or deal? Are you sure, bro? I'm not seeing this. That's gonna break a few hearts if you're right, bro. Where you seeing, who you seeing this from, Nick? I'm not seeing it yet. But I'm trying to do 6 at 1, so I'm not as organized. Okay, we'll come on to Sam in a minute. If it's the loan deal, I don't mind it too much. But we'll come on to him. Let's carry on talking about Bidet, right? So he will come in, and what he will provide is young energy that is missing a bit without Niakata being in that back four. There's been talks with Borough about him. That Borough and QPR, I've heard both. And Toby saying, I genuinely think Surridge is our best out and out finisher. I think in front of the box, if someone's got to take a shot, it needs to be him. He's got that whip on his shot that I really like. Real whip on it, you know what I'm saying? Think the new centre back will start. I don't. If I'm being honest with you, I don't. I think Bolly will come in for the Bournemouth game. And I think it'll still be Worrell and McKenna. I am now convinced after the Man City game that Coops doesn't want to change around the formation, unfortunately. But, you know, he sees the right thing. But day deal's supposed to be on hold. Now, it's still going to go through. The only thing on hold is the replacement at Rennes or Rons or Rennes, however, whatever French accent you want to put on it. It's still going to be fine and go through. There's still plenty of time. A whole 70 minutes to go. Yeah, but in terms of will Bidet come in, I can't see him coming straight in. I think Bolly will come in place of Quixote, who honestly I don't think has been great at centre back. Don't all shoot me now. I'm going to be accused of not being a true Forest fan and all that crap. But don't shoot me. I think he's a better CDM than a centre back, and I think the centre back experiment with him needs to come to an end. Don't know what you guys think. Apparently Bede might be off as the team he's coming from haven't found a replacement. Finger crossed that's bullshit. Suffocating Evil, that is right. That's why it was delayed a couple of hours ago. But I heard that they'd got their replacements sorted out. Oh, this is harder to do than I thought, man. Do this live and freaking keep an eye on everything. All right, let me check. I ain't seen anything from the guys I chat to say it's off yet. Jono, how you doing, bro? He says you Reds. Tommy says would be good to review whole Forest squad after tonight's transfer deadline. Yeah. We'll have a look at the first 11 at 11 o'clock, or our predicted first 11. And then what I'm going to do a whole profile on each of the players that we've signed over the next week or so, probably after the Bournemouth match, so from Monday. And then we'll start rating these players, not as how well they've played or not for Forest, but as a signing, as what they will bring through to us. Beaker says, would you take Sergio Ramos? He's 36, but could still do a job. I love Ramos, but no, I would not take him because we need pace. Yeah, and I don't think many of you will argue with me on that at all. But I do love Ramos. Easters Red says Bowler should be announced in 8 minutes. That's precise. Bowler, don't you guys get too excited about him. He's pretty much shoo-in going over to Olympiacos, which I think is good, because what that will do is it will allow him to develop for a year at a good club. They're going to be in the Europa League as well, if memory serves me right now, because they didn't get through to the Champions League. And then what will happen is he will come back to us next year a better player. Finished 1-0 to Man U. I mean, I hate both those teams, Mark. I really do. Alex, I'm worried about Worrell. We can talk about Worrell in a little bit. DJ says Festa lost 1-0, bottom of the Prem. Yep. Well, we're still the highest Midlands club in the Premier League. And Mel says, I heard we just bought Jim Baxter from Rangers. Adam says, Bidet is coming. Just wait and see. He's fine. Don't worry. I've seen nothing to say otherwise yet. Rebels says, Biancone, Bolly, and McKenna at centre-back. My first choice 3 from what we have currently would be Biancone and Niakata, obviously, once he's fit, and then McKenna at left back. For me, I like that. I like it a lot. If we are sticking, and I think we are going to be sticking to the 3-5-2. Bidet, I think, will be blooded in and out. Depends on how we see it. Do you think Cooper has started with his best team yet? Says Dina Dude. No, he has not. Joe says, good reading of the game. Good reading of the game is as good as pace at centre-back, in my opinion. Joe, yes, that is true. But the only thing with Ramos is he's lost pace. So his reading the game isn't as good as it once was. You see a lot more rash tackles with him. We already have centre-backs that can't read the game well enough and do put in rash tackles to compensate for us, and it does cost us. Icy says, can you make your starting 11 against Bournemouth? Yeah, we'll get onto that once the window closes. Zahir, how you doing, bro? Has Garner been announced? Not yet, but Garner's done. Let's not open that wound of Garner, but he's going to Everton. I wish him the best of luck. I really do. But I really don't like the club he's gone to. Evil says, how do we get this team down to 25 registered players? We don't have many under 21s that are first team. There are plenty, man. There are plenty. They've done all the maths. Don't worry about that. There's plenty of space. Drop Gaming says, where have we been linked with LaCroix? I've not seen anything. We haven't been linked with LaCroix. I'm saying we should be linked with LaCroix. The other one we should be linked to is Digne, who is on a free, who is a brilliant defender, who's still got some pace about him as well. So at no stage have I said Forest have been linked with LaCroix. What I've said, if you don't believe me, go back and check the vids, is he's available for 17 mil euros and Forest should prioritise him. He, in my opinion, is one of the best up-and-coming defenders along with Timber. I like both of those. It's fake about Sam, says Paul. Yeah, I was going to say, I haven't seen anything from my chat groups at all. And then what have we got here? Oh, the Panda says, I think that Worrell is used as a scapegoat for lots of people. I mean, he had to deal with Haaland alone. Not many people can do that. Well, I get what you're saying, but then when we go and play, I don't know, Arsenal next, and he's got to deal with Jesus, not that we got Arsenal next, do we then give that excuse of, well, he had to play up against Jesus. Let's go on to the next match where we're playing, I don't know, freaking Newcastle again, and Isaac is now the guy he's having to deal with. You know, how long can we sit behind that excuse? I don't know. But this isn't the Worrell show tonight. This is the transfer show till 10, and then we'll get into just fan chat and see where we are. Mark says, last I heard, LaCroix might be off to Southampton. That fell through. That fell through. And also Gakpo fell through for them, which was... Gakpo at Southampton would have been a tragedy to football. It really would have. All right, where else are we up to? Tomic says... He said something, and then I lost it off screen. Never wear the away kit. Lesson learned. Guys, I want to do this poll, and thank you for reminding me, Tomic, right? Do you guys like the Forest away kit? Because, let's just say... Oh, wait, I don't want to influence it. Let me know. Do you guys like Forest's away kit? Yes or no? I've put the poll up, right? I need to know the answer to this. But I don't want to say if I do or don't till I see where you guys are swaying on this one. Evening, Will. How you doing, bro? Phil says the Batman, yes, yes, yes. Drub Gaming says I would love to have him though, bro. I would. LaCroix is honestly next level. Why send Bowler on loan? Ras, he's not going to get into the first team, so it's a good idea to utilize it and send him where he will get football. Ty later, how you doing, bro? You're Wolverine. How are you? I'm good, bro. Thank you for asking. And Wake Up News says deal done. Nottingham Forest sign Loic Bade on loan with the option to buy from Rennes as medical has just been completed. Okay, I haven't seen it officially yet, but I know it's pretty much done. Joe says I want Owa, bro. I made a last minute plea to Dame. I freaking called him. He didn't answer. Don't actually have his number. But I then sent smoke signals his way. I was like, bro, 15 million euros for one of Europe's greatest talents currently. Take the punt and take the risks. Take the risks. Mark says, when you wearing the Spurs top, we've done that last week. It's been and it's done, bro. It's been and it's done. Aurier deal. Where did I get to here? Oh my God, there's so many messages. Aurier deal done, says Romana. Serge Aurier is done, but it doesn't need to be announced tonight. So for those of you guys who are worried about the Aurier deal, don't worry, because he's a free agent. He can be signed after the deadline. He could be signed next week. It doesn't really matter. Oh my God, man. All right, let's close this vote. 72% of you like our away kit. 28% don't like it. I'm going to tell you guys, I'm with the 28%. I think it is one of the most hideous kits I've ever seen. And like when I was at the game yesterday watching us against Newcastle, against Man City, it just looked like it was a training match. It did look like that on the pitch, I know. But like, it just looks like they're wearing bibs the whole time. And it's just like, oh, I just don't like it. I don't know why. It will probably grow on me, but we will see. Sean saying, where's Gakpo? He's in PSV, bro, unfortunately. It looks like they're holding on to him. The reason Gakpo isn't going to leave is because there was an administrative issue with the Dutch league where they accidentally, check this, shut the window yesterday instead of today. So anyone leaving from the Dutch league today could not be replaced because the window had shut, but they can still sell their players up till 11 o'clock. We are down to 59 minutes to go. What the hell? And this window is done and we will officially pretty much know the Forest team. So that's why Gakpo was on hold. He nearly joined Southampton. That fell through, but that's where it got to. Walking Boom says, we still ain't got anyone who can take corners and free kicks. Yeah, I wanted the Inter Milan dude with the long name. He can take a dead ball. But Coops will train him up, man. Don't worry about that. It will come in time. Easter Red said he's on his way to Borough, according to Borough reports. All right, let me quickly check my things here. Let's see if I'm getting anything on this. You guys are saying what is going on with Sam Surridge. I'm still seeing nothing. I'm still seeing nothing. If you guys are seeing the Sam Surridge thing, let me know the source, because all the guys I know and your usual Romanos and stuff, no one's talking about it. No one's talking about it. But doesn't mean it's wrong. Doesn't mean it's wrong. Drub says, I would love LaCroix and Dicker or Digne, who is a free transfer. Drub, I would love all three of them. Suffocating Evil says, oh, I have faith we can get these new players in the 25. But maybe Colback and Cafu won't make the cut. Not a loss for Colback, but Cafu is handy. Cafu is useful. I'm not fussed if Colback goes. But then you've got like Lyle Taylor. They were trying to shift him today. I don't think they were able to. He just won't make the 25-man squad and players like that. Luke says, Pacers seem to destroy us. It's not just Worrell. It's not just Worrell. Cook's slower than Worrell. McKenna's not fast, but he's got better positional play. So there we have pace issues. Can't believe we've gone for Aurier, says Alex. Aurier's fine, bro. Trust me. He'll be back up, and he's not as bad as you remember him being. So I'm not worried about that one. Will Jones, how you doing, bro? Loving the emojis. Guys, if you want the emojis like Will has, just hit the join button, 99p, and every time we get 10 new members, I can add an emoji. So I think we need like 4 more for the next level on YouTube, and then I can add 2 more, which will be Lodi and maybe Mangala next, I think. But then if we get three or 4, I can't remember how many it is, if you guys signed up, then we can take it to the next level and add some more. By the time we get to the Liverpool match in October, I want enough members that we can have the whole Forest team as emojis. But that's up to you guys and not me. So hit the join button if you'd like to support the channel and get those perks as well as other. The Easter's Red says, proper football top. Nah, bro, I just don't like it. MMA says, it's grown on me, but it's like pajamas. It is. It's just, I just see it like training bibs. I really do. And Desi loves the away kit. Luke says, Cook had made some errors like in something or other. Entrapment of Maradona. I'll see how we get on. Hopefully the old hand of God thing. Someone with pace, I would unleash Embasso. I don't mind Embasso. I think maybe he may go out on loan very, very late, but we will see. I don't mind it, says Toby. Hated the old third kit, but then that grew on me. I agree with you there. I hated it, and then I kind of wish I bought it. Jeff says, I think we had to say Awar. Think we have to say Awar and Gakpo. Think we'd have to say Awar and Gakpo. We need to move on from them. They will not sign for us as much as I'd love them to come. Yeah, Awar, as I tweeted out earlier, make sure you follow me on Twitter. It's down there. Wolverine8125. Leon don't want to let him go now, but they're going to lose out on money on him. The main reason they don't want to get rid of him now as well is because of Paqueta going to West Ham. It's leaving them a bit thin. He also has an injury as well. Mr. P says, Surridge potential move would be a shame. He deserves a chance at Forest. I would be shocked if Surridge was let go or he went, because his relationship with Cooper is way, way, way too strong. Way too strong. And I think that he feels Cooper's developed him, and I think he has loyalty to Cooper as well as Cooper having loyalty to him. And Surridge, I mean, he came on. I mean, did you guys see him after the match yesterday? The stadium was empty. No one was on the bench. No one was left except for him on the pitch doing some drills and doing some runs. It's not the kind of guy I feel like who's leaving, but I could be wrong. We'll find out over the next 55 minutes. Raw says, surely some fringe players like Cafu and so need low moves. They do, but they just can't hook them up. Carl says, I have all 3 kits and love all of them. Carl, have they started to bubble yet, or are they holding together? And Red Bull says, let me just mute my PC so you don't hear all these transfer messages bing-bonging. Red Bull says, agree, Luke. Our CBs have done great for us, but they're struggling right now and need some help. Mark says, he said something and then the chat jumped. What did you say, Mark? Oh my God, there's so many messages. Guys, keep the messages flowing in. If I've missed any, don't forget to chuck them in on a super chat, because you guys are crazy right now. We got 258 of you, and we only have 53 likes. I'm not sharing any transfer news. So those likes, oh no, 77, 78 now. All right, no more transfer talk, no more Forest talk until we get to 100. It's in your hands. Come on, 20 more of you. There we go. 17 more of you. Do it, guys. It's free. Stop being lazy. Pick the finger up if you're on your tablet. Scroll it up slightly. Hit like. Scroll back and we can get on with the show. There we go. All right. Thank you, guys. 101 likes. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I feel like I was talking to my kids there. Go tidy your room. Go hit the like button. Sam has gone to QPR on loan. Carl saying Forest have just announced it. Whoa, hold the fort. Hold the fort. I just gave the whole loyalty spiel. What, Forest have announced it on the Forest site? Nah, that can't be right. Bro, you're trolling. I ain't seen it, Carl. And you remember, bro, I trust my members. Has anyone else seen this? Bolly signs, finally a player whose name I can afford to have on the back of my shirt, says Mark. Andrew says, Wolverine, how many points do you think we'll get from our next 4 games? I think 6 to 9. Bro, you guys are gonna... Look, right. If you're not in the Predictor League, join the Predictor League, because I need to salvage some of my reputation back, right? Because I've had a sick week on the Predictor League. The link is in the description below. And basically, it's free to do. It's free to do. Or download the Super Brew app and join the Predictor League, right? I'm just going to say, because I can't remember who it was in the comments, called me out, right? And said, bro, I love I love your channel. I love what you're doing. I don't know if it's one of you guys in the chat. I can't remember, right? I love what you're doing. I love your passion. But when it comes to predicting scorelines, you're shit. I was like, really, bro? I was like, really? Go and look at the Predictor League, right? And see how many I'm getting right. Now, granted, I'm not getting the Forest ones right. I accept that one, right? But I can't. If Forest were to play Real Madrid tomorrow, I cannot bet or predict against Forest to win. It's just not in me. Now, if you guys can do it, that's all for you. I just can't do it, man. I can't do it. But go and check the Predictor League and see how well I've predicted the other games this week. And if you haven't joined mods, where are my mods? If you could chuck the link in the description. It's so much fun. We got a stream tomorrow where we're going to go through the Predictor League, see who's top of the leaderboard. I think we've got like over 100 people in there now, right? And we're giving away weekly or bi-weekly prizes whenever I can come up with something decent to give away to you guys. Maybe for the next Predictor, we will give away an In Cooper We Trust t-shirt. In fact, no, we'll give away a t-shirt, right? Let me bring the store up quickly. What do you guys want to see as the giveaway for the Predictor League? Let's have a quick look, right? Which t-shirt? Now, I'll give you a t-shirt. My generosity will span to a t-shirt. Let's bring this up. Oh, wrong screen. Jonathan subscribed to the channel. Thank you so much for subscribing, bro. All right, let's bring this up, right? So, there we go. Now, guys, and then we've got to jump straight back on. Talking about transfers. Would you like this t-shirt to be? This is one of my favorite t-shirts. Look at this, man. The Greek father himself. I made him an offer he couldn't refuse. Thick t-shirt. Or we can give away maybe this one. Living in a world of Ryan Yates, because that's where we all are. Or maybe we'll give away. Where's my favorite one? The MG Dub one. I'm gonna be getting this one next. I like this. The MG Dub 10. Or I don't know if Forest Ant is here. He went and got himself this bad boy right here, which is one of my favorites. The Greek father himself. Love it. But we'll give away one of these t-shirts as a prize for next week's Predictor. So make sure you're in there. If you want to check out the merch store, I'll chuck you guys the link in the chat. But lots of Forest merch in there. So make sure you go and check it out. All right, let's get back onto the more important stuff. Now, I am seeing nothing on Sam Surridge. So I don't know. I just think someone's being trolled, or one of my members is trolling me. Is anyone going to confirm the Sam Surridge thing? Mark says Daily Mail saying Chelsea are trying to get Rafael Leao from AC Milan. There's no way in hell AC Milan will let him go. He is too good a player and he's too valuable to them. I think they said they want 150 million euros from him. I think Chelsea got to 100 mil. So I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's too much. Attitude says you got 274 people in here. Guys, got 274 and 138 likes. Shame on you. Shame on you guys. Get us up to 150. All right, let's carry on. We've only spoken about two of the signings so far. And we literally have 45 minutes to go. As One Tree 2 Stars becomes a member of the Super Red family. Bro, thank you so much for joining, bro. Oh, that was your gift for finishing top on the Predictor League, wasn't it? So welcome, bro. Welcome to the family. Appreciate you joining. Okay, so let's move on and talk about Josh Bowler. because a lot of you guys have been asking me about it. And yeah, 1 tree 2 star. Let's see those emojis in the chat as well. And the other members, welcome him in. Okay, so Josh Bowler going to be signing for around 4 million. Now that will probably have to make up to it in terms of initial fee plus add-ons, etc. He's going to go out on loan to Olympiacos because after all, not only do Forest have to perform in the Premier League, but we have to, you know, keep the lights on for the Greek team as well. So I'll continue from now, brother. Bro, it is entirely up to you, but thank you so much for supporting and well done on winning that week anyway. So yeah, so he's going to go out on loan if he does join, which I actually think is the best solution for him because I cannot see him pushing the first team squad. I know we had a Blackpool fan in on one of the earlier premieres today, and he was nearly in tears about losing Bowler. But with all due respect to him and Blackpool, yeah, that's from the Blackpool level up to the Premier League level is a big jump. So that's why I think him going to the Greek league, getting some maybe Europa League football under his belt as well, some tough Greek style football matches is only going to help him. I think it's going to be a great deal for him. Welcome 1 tree, indeed, says Adam. Red side, the East is red, sorry, says, I hope Sturridge says, I remember going to the Swansea game and just tested negative after getting COVID. Seeing him score that hat-trick he hit was different class. Beggy Leon, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. I completely agree with what you're saying on that hat-trick at Swansea. I think it was the second goal where he finessed it in. Hey, John Hobley, thank you so much for being a super red. Guys, members, welcome him in with the emojis, please, guys. But, what was I saying? Yeah, that second goal from Surridge where he finessed it into the top corner, real power and real whip. That was in the peak of his confidence. It really was. But even his goals against Grimsby, his finishing is on point. For me, he just needs a bit of work on his attacking position and things like that. But I can't see him going. I cannot see him going. We've got 45 minutes for him to go. Let's watch this space. But yeah, you guys stop trolling me and saying it. But John, thank you again so much for joining. I think 2 more and I'll owe you guys 3 new emojis. It'll be Lodi, we'll have Mangala, and whoever else you guys want. You guys tell me, the members will tell me who they want next. Jimmy finally announced by Everton. Lorraine, I'm in a good mood, man. Don't, sorry, woman, even. Oh, that doesn't sound polite. I'll say, Lorraine, I'm in a good mood. Please don't sour. Please don't sour us. Look, like I said on the video earlier, with Jimmy, it's like when you break up with your ex and you finish on good terms. You're both happy for each other, yeah? To give you guys a quick analogy. But then you see your ex with one of your mates who's or associates at work. You've told it's okay, you can go out with her, bro. It's fine, it's fine. You know, the old man code thing. But deep down inside, there's just a little part of you that just wants to know she's there. She's there if you needed her, kind of thing, right? That's what it's like with Jimmy. Now, I wanted him out of Man U because I didn't want him in an abusive relationship for a start. But I always wanted to think that it would be Forest. But at the same time, there was no space for him. We're currently in a relationship with freaking Freuler, Mangala, freaking 600 others. You get what I'm saying here? It's hard. It's hard to be. I'm happy for him, but I still want him. Make sense? Don't know. It's getting late. I'm talking crazy stuff. Ian says, does Sturridge go on loan? Surely if we sign another striker. Why? Why though? Why would he go on loan? I don't know. I don't understand the logic for him. I think he's got a place in the team. I think Cooper really respects and rates him. Safgane Evil says, a bidet deal is on. Rennes have found a replacement in Woo. These are some cool names. And Aurier is waiting on a work permit and visa, apparently. Don't worry about Aurier. Even if that work permit takes a week, it doesn't matter. He's a free agent, so there's no worry about him signing past the deadline. I told you about the day that they had the replacement, so that's fine. Good to see you're seeing the same reports. And what else? Okay, covered that. And Martin says the cross for Colback's play off goal was exceptional from Surridge. Which one? I can't remember. Lorraine says it's okay. Surprise perm contract for Dino would be icing on the cake. I don't think that will start to happen till January time. I think we may use all our transfer money once, you know, we're back in the top 4 for him. Carl says, sorry to all about Sam. Turns out I was being trolled. That's fine, Carl, man. You're going to hear loads of rumors. Like I said to you, it wasn't coming up with the guys that I speak with. So it's fine, bro. It's fine. But keep them coming. There's nothing like a good rumor to keep us nicely entertained. And there's nothing like hitting the like button if you're just sitting there picking your nose, twiddling your thumbs, or just staring at my face. Hit that damn like button and get us. Let's get up to 200. 200. Because we still, in half an hour, need to talk about Forest's first team, who our best 11 is, and then maybe we'll rate the transfers in a sliding scale from 1 to 2,400 or whatever we're up to. Mel says, Blackpool to Greece, what's wrong with that picture? Nothing in it, man. Greece is lovely. Jishidits, apparently we're still trying to sign Ordizola. I did see some links with him. I don't think we'll get him. I just think his wage demands are too high. Pat says it's called jealousy. You could call it that, Pat, but I'm not gonna admit to it. Sky Blues supporter, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Kid says, hi, just put a like on your show, but didn't register, but did subscribe. Thank you so much, kids. I don't know why, but YouTube doesn't pull all the new subscribers onto the streaming software. It's not as good as when I used Twitch back in the day, but please do keep subscribing, and as they pop up, I will shout each and every one of you out. But thank you so much for subscribing, kids. Mark with the lovely MG dub emoji there. God, he's a beautiful man. And Southpaw says Garner's confirmed to Everton. Okay, guys, talk amongst yourselves for a second, because I need to turn my gaze this way just to check my feed and see. And yes, I can confirm. God, he's guys, he's wearing the blue, man. He's wearing the blue. What is? Nah. I'm just gonna flash it on screen for once. Oh, we can't look at that anymore. It just doesn't look right. It doesn't look right. I'm sorry. It does not look right at all. Let's bring a Twist in. See what he's got to say for himself. Twist. You're on mute, mate. You're on mute.
Yeah.
Hello.
Jimmy Garner, man.
Got the break in.
He's gone to Everton.
Yeah, it looked inevitable. Disappointed, to be honest. I mean, I think we've got some kind of either buyback or the sell-on fee. I'm not exactly sure, but we've got some clause in there that might help us out getting back if we want him. As an absolute legend. But 15 million seems cheap, man. You compare that to
paying 9 mil up front, from my understanding of it. I've just got to ask, guys, while Twist is talking, are you getting any kind of echo at all? Please do let me know, because this new software is really starting to annoy me. So please let me know. Is there any echo at all in the communications department now that he's in here? They say no buyback, it's a sell-on.
Sell-on, yeah. I thought they'd changed it to that one, but that's fine. I mean, that still helps you out if you want to buy him back, because then obviously you get a discount price.
Lorraine says, fake happy smiles for the blue. Nothing like the love on his face when he wears the Garibaldi. Exactly. All good. Okay, thank God, no echo. One of you lot is going to troll me and say you're hearing him repeat 300 times. All right, cool. Starting Figure says, no clash or echo in the sound here. Thank God. Okay, I think I got my audio all sorted out. Let's carry on talking. So at the moment, Twist, there's crazy talks in the chat. They were saying that Sam Surridge was getting loaned out to QPR. Apparently, it's all fake news, though. You haven't seen anything on Sam Surridge, have you? Because I'm getting no reports on it at all.
I haven't seen that, no, to be fair. But I just want to go back to the Garner thing for 1 second. Why is it 15 mil? Can you explain that to me? Because, look, all right, it's no Premier League experience, but he had a stellar season in the Championship last year. And I want to compare that to the MG Dub transfer fee. Are you going to say add-ons, whatever, 42 million, Okay, fine. Initial 25, 30, whatever. But what really is the difference between them two players and why there's such a massive difference in the value?
Well, mate. Firstly, you can't compare apples and oranges, right? Put your fan up. Sean, shut up. I've got the fan on. Tim Ridgewell is now officially a Super Red. Tim, you legend. Members, welcome him in. Tim, let us know which your favorite emoji is. I think 2 more and we can add 3 more emojis for all the members. So members, make sure you message me which one you want to see. Granddad Liam and me are wondering about Awar. I did an update on Awar for you guys earlier on this afternoon. In short, it's not happening until January. MG Dub has a standout season last season compared to Garner. Yeah, Ian's spot on. So the difference between Garner and MG Dub is MG Dub got... how many goals did he get, guys? Someone will correct me. I think 12 goals and like 8 assists. I think Garner ended up with 4 or 5 goals and 6 and 7 assists. Now,
Slightly different positions.
Slightly different positions, agreed. And that's the other thing you got to take into account is MG Dub is more of an attacker. Attackers always carry more of a premium than the defenders. And then secondly, Garner was surplus to requirements as well at Manchester United. That was clearly stated by Ten Hag. Whereas MG Dub was playing at the start of the season for him. So it's supply and demand, really. I think you could have got 20 mil for Garner easily. But at the same time, I wouldn't have paid more than 8 mil for him.
No, Man U are terrible, renowned for being terrible at selling. We're literally impossible to sell our players. 1, because they're on crazy wages, and 2, because we just negotiate terrible deals with these clubs and have them on long contracts that are just so high wages-wise that no one's going to pick up their wages. And the only way we get rid of people is on loan. But I wanted to say, right now, if I had to give you the choice between Garner and Freuler, who would you have in your midfield?
Freuler.
So you go with Freuler over Garner?
Yeah. Just not because I don't like Garner. I love Garner. I think you guys were stupid to let him go. As pets, yeah, Leo got Wu in from Lens. Leo, don't you mean Ren's? You mean Ren's pets, yeah? We have too many Garners already in the team that can play that position. I would have liked Garner to come in under the agreement that he's a squad player and he learns off the back of Freuler. But for me, the real question, and it's what Ian's saying here, is Man U are at fault for not playing him ahead of McFred.
Look, I mean, if you're saying he's coming in to be a squad player and learn off people, then he could have done that at Man U. He would have been on the bench.
But he would have got a run. Yeah? But I just...
He wants to play games right now, and he feels that is where Everton is the place he can go and get starting games consistently. And he deserves that, to be honest, after the season he had last year. And he's coming up on an age where you need to be playing it week in, week out.
Yeah.
So, fair enough.
Sorry, let me just catch up with the chat here. Pet says, yeah, sorry, of course, friends. Yeah, bro, you do realize, Pets, right? With that one statement, you could have blown the whole deal because it almost sounded like Lille had hijacked him and they now won't sell Bidet because they've been hijacked and don't have a replacement. Bro, the implications of your words, guys, in the chat, be careful. They are weighed in double tonight. Freedom of Speech says, Garner became inconsistent and seemed to be losing energy towards the end of the season. MG Dub was strong throughout. I think what I will say about Garner, one of the reasons I would have liked Garner is because he puts a good set piece in. Yeah. Now, I will hold my hand up and I will always say with Garner, you could define his set pieces for the game by the first... Oh, hold on. They're just doing a Forest update, guys. 1 second. Let's see what they're saying. All right, let's see what we've got announced here. Breaking news.
What's going on with your centre-back situation?
Hold on.
So Willy Bolly's in. That was done a few hours ago. In talks with Chelsea over the loan of a striker, Batshuayi. Who was the other
So they
one?
are saying what I said about Batman. He's gonna be a perm where they're buying out the contract. Interesting. In freaking interesting.
Who's snapping up lacrosse then? Is anyone
No,
got
no
him?
one.
He's been left out there.
Hussein Akhtar, thank you so much for becoming a member. 2 more members and we unlock another emoji for you guys. Members, welcome him in. Okay, so for those of you guys who are joining late, let me just catch you up because we did talk about Batshuayi at the start of the stream, aka Batman. So the initial talk to catch you guys up was that Forest were looking to bring him in on a loan deal. Now, I'm going to ask Twist of Fate, I'm going to put him on the spot. How old is he, Nick?
Batshuayi?
Yeah.
I can't believe he's still at Chelsea.
How old did you put him on? Because I got it completely wrong.
Is it just a classic Chelsea player they just hold on to forever and he gets loaned out for 2 seasons? If I had to guess his age right here, right now, I mean, he's not young. I'd say he's 26, 27.
28.
He's 28.
He's 28, man.
He's still getting fished out on loan,
Yeah.
man.
No, he's not going on loan. Let me finish. So initially, the talk was to send him out on loan to Forest because they wanted to ship him off to Dortmund a couple of years ago, but they couldn't agree at 50 mil for him. Now they are looking at Forest buying out his contract, the remainder of his contract. And basically what that will mean is Forest take him over or with no real transfer fee or very, very low. We're looking at peanuts and freaking, and you know, a few grapes to it. David with the Cooper emojis and Tim saying loving the emojis. Tim, make sure you tell me which ones you do want next.
So I actually question, what does this say about Awoni? Is he coming in as a backup? Is it backup to have the extra support, or do you think he's coming straight in and taking Awoni's place? And Coops is not really happy with what Awoni's doing at the moment.
I don't think Coops is convinced yet by Awoni, and I will add to that I am not yet convinced by Awoni. Now that doesn't mean I'm writing him off. But even yesterday, when I was watching him at the Man City game when he came, he's doing something I've seen him do in every single game that he's played, is that his first touch is immaculate. His holding up of the ball off the bat is brilliant, yeah? But then when he goes to take his second touch, his shin must grow like 20 inches, man, because all that seems to happen is then he shins his next touch straight away after that. And I noticed it in the West Ham game, but I overlooked it because I thought he had a really good game. And then who did we play after West Ham? Was it... I can't remember now.
Describing Lukaku, man. Like describing Lukaku.
Lukaku, maybe. Maybe there are elements of Lukaku with him. Ian says, I'm convinced just his ball control is terrible. Exactly, and that's exactly what I'm saying. Beaker's saying Awoni is not convinced by Awoni. Fair point. Martin says he works hard, but his finishing looks rushed. Graham says no one is impressed with Awoni. He is clumsy. All right, well, let's not put word in people's mouth. We got 250 in here, and we still need 24 to hit 200 likes. So guys, hit the like while I write up the next poll. I'm not going to say, do you guys think he's good or shit? I'm just going to ask a simple question. Are you convinced? And by convinced, let me just clarify what I mean here. Convinced will mean that right now, today, you are happy with what you've seen and you're fully sold on him. Unconvinced will mean you would still like to see a few more games of him getting bedded in and maybe judge him or come to opinion in a couple of games. So, are you convinced on Awoni? Yes or no? Let me know, guys. I've chucked the poll up for you guys. Now, for me, why have you got this twist again? Not a Forest supporter, because it's a transfer deadline, bro. And he knows probably more about Forest than you do. And he knows all the other transfers that are going on. He's pretty hooked up. So why not have someone on? This is football. We can't be narrow-minded to just Forest. We got to know what's going on with the rest of the Premier League, because we're going to have to play all of those teams as well. Sky Sports reporting from inside the world-famous City ground, but they said nothing you haven't already said. Batman on a perm, Bolo to go out on loan, The Day, and Serge. Yeah, I think To be honest, I've been slightly disappointed with Sky Sports' coverage of the transfer window. Not in terms of their actual coverage, I think they've been very good. But I've been really annoyed with how they perceive the prices of the transfer fees. They always add the add-ons and the crazy add-ons into the price because they want to sell a headline. Like the MG Dub. Everyone with any football acumen knows it's not 44 million, it's 25. Alan Lee, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Really appreciate the support, bro. Thank you so much. So, but yeah, and in terms of their information on Forest, I feel they've been more focused on Man U this transfer window and Chelsea, the so-called bigger clubs. And Forest will get mentioned at, here's by the way. Twist is all right, even if he does support a struggling, terrible team. I agree with you, Ian. I agree with you. Huh?
3 wins in a row, 2 clean sheets.
3 wins in a row against bottom of the league. Congratulations. All right, let's go back quickly to this Owoni question. So 44, we've had 77 votes. 44% of you are convinced by Owoni. 56% are not convinced. And that's absolutely fine because you don't mean it as he's crap, get rid. You're saying you still want a bit of time to look at him. And I would put myself in the no category. And I think I would put Steve Cooper in that category as well. Otherwise, he would have started him. He's been subbed for the last 2 games and he's come on. And I think Coops is looking at him more as an impact player now than anything else. But at the same time, why hasn't Sam Surridge been given a start? Don't know. Was Garner born in Liverpool? Yeah, he's from Merseyside. So it's a good move for him. It's a good move for him. Garner will be wearing the number 37 shirt for the Toffees. Ooh. Richard says, the Walking Boom even says, Taiwo Justin Fashnu Uoni. Awuga, isn't it? Paul, how you doing, bro? Would like to see the love child of Surridge and Uoni on the pitch. That would be a hell of a combo. Ian says, Davis hasn't even played the season, out injured. Oh, you guys are writing so many messages. How the hell do I keep up? Would be no point in signing him, and we need to get more goals than Wang. Zahir says, was Garner born in Liverpool? Yeah, I've read that he was. Owoni still needs more time, but I'm getting worried. He's meant to be our star striker. I mean, he was at one point our most expensive player. And Jay Shedit says, Leicester lost again. Yeah, well, Twister's there smiling away as a Man U fan. Grab Gamer says, you got to think every team that has a mass amount of players comes in when spending X amount of money. Then in the few that don't work out, in the same time, it's going to happen with us. That's true. That's true. And then you will have players that start really hot and maybe filter off. You'll have players that start hot and carry on hot. I think, and we want to get into this discussion at 11 o'clock. We want to talk about what is Forest's best 11 in your opinion. And this is the beauty of this. This will be an opinion-based show. So, you got to think of it. I've read that one. Brinley says, he was good against West Ham. Brinley, I agree. He was good against West Ham, but he was still taking those donkey second touches. But I was overlooking them because his overall game was covering him up. Pet said, should have tried Plywat CB and saved a few quid. He'd probably be a unit. He would be a unit at CB. Dave says, no. Mad Harry, how are you, bro? Think he'll score close to 10 goals all after Christmas. I still, you know what? He does need time to settle in, but second touches aren't usually the issue when a player is settling in. The issue usually is the shooting's off or the pace of the game isn't, they're not quite up to speed on it. Second touches for me is probably more worrying than that because with a striker, if he's being bent on his shots or whatever, you know that can come and go with confidence. The second touch should be part of your natural game. It's just a little worry for me. Maybe another pineapple head. Was it Jason Led? Jason Lee. Oh, God, what a name. Pat saying Heskey 2.0. Graham saying Jason Lee. You think Twist knows more about Forest than me? Are you serious? I am 100% serious. You don't know much about Twist, so you're in no place to judge, bro. But Tommy, that doesn't mean you don't know a lot about Forest. Glenn says, I think there's something there with Taiwo. It feels like he's scared to shoot when he's in a good position. Needs more confidence, I think. I'm not worried about his shooting. I'm more worried about his freaking second touch. Sky Blue supporter says Forest is staying up. Thank you, bro. Phil says, did Fulham sign Sam Awar? Sam Awar? How the hell would Fulham get that? Oh, you mean Hussam Awar? Sorry. I thought you were talking about Sam Surridge there for a second. I was like, what? No. No, there's been no movement that I've seen on Awar. Let me just...
Dan James. Dan James again moving.
They got Dan James there. All right, let me just quickly check because we got 20 minutes. So quick check if there's any late movements. Guys, do you feel there's going to be one more big one? One more big signing out of left field? Or do you think Batman is going to be that one? In fact, let's do this. I want everyone now to type in the chat. If you could have one more realistic signing, yeah, who would it be? Maybe a Gakpo, maybe an Awar, maybe a freaking Emil Heskey bringing back. Who would it be? Let me know. Let's see. Let's see what you guys go with. Southboard, speaking English ain't got nothing to do with scoring goals. That's true. But if you're talking about Owoni, his English is fine. Lorraine says, I'm not worried. Haaland reminds me of Dolph Lundgren in Rocky 4. That is true. When the winner closes, Forest will be weightlifting logs and punching meat. Then fight our way to the top, and Cooper we trust. We will be the Rocky. Rocky ended up winning. Oh god, the Easter's Red said Phil Jones. Rather saying Gakpo. Sky Blues is saying Tanganga. I would love Tanganga to come in. There was very loose links with Tanganga this morning, but they weren't strong enough for me to share with you guys. I don't think that one's going to get done at this later stage. We really need to be starting an actual striker. Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about formations and things in a minute. Carl's saying Neymar. I'll take Neymar, 100%. Peter saying Collymore. Collymore probably at his age would still be good enough. Jimmy's saying Messi. I love the realism. Wake Up News saying Gakpo. So's later Aldino. Simon is saying... Where did we get to? Simon is saying Simon Cox. Oh my... Andre Salenzi says Alex. Sumar, he didn't end up going. Is he still at Leicester next? Sumar. Have you seen anything on him? Chris?
Hello.
I ain't seen anything on him, so I think he stayed. Roy Keane for a great comeback, says Jason. Cullis says Batman scored 25 goals on 45 games for Belgium. Yeah, bro, but Lukaku scored a lot of goals for Belgium. I mean, with De Bruyne in behind, you're going to score goals, isn't it? Drub Gaming, LaCroix 1000%. We need a CB more than anything. Drub, me and you, we're on that same wavelength. LaCroix. Even Digne on a free, I would think would be an amazing signing. How has no one picked him up? Paul Stamp. I keep wanting to call you Phil Stamp, bro. Does anyone remember Phil Stamp from Middlesbrough? He says Tanganga as well. Beaker says Willie Nelson. Joe says Awar, Christmas Miracle. Sean says Harry Maguire. That would please Twist of Fate if we did that.
I love it.
Mad Harry said, not sure if a name, but would have a quality CB. Mad Harry, you're going with LaCroix then. Super Blues says, yeah, I agree with you. And Zahir says, Phil Jones is coming to Forest. Zahir, man. Zahir, come on. We've had some trolly messages. That's number one so far. Batman is 29, not 26, as you said. I didn't say that. I told Twist to guess his age, and he's actually 28 and a half, isn't he? Chimpanzilla says Leroy Sane. That would be a signing. Wasn't he linked to Man U for a bit, and that was just shot down? Gattuso says Michelangelo. What a player. Graham says another striker. Mad Harry saying Batman. Believe Fish. Vic saying Pascal Gross. Easter's Red saying Cantwell, if I'm being honest and realistic. Okay, very good. Pat saying Robbie Earnshaw. We'll see a few flip celebrations. I do miss those. Garner is 9 million plus add-ons. Yep, building up to 15 millions. Toffee's got him for 9 mil. Yep. Batman never truly given a chance for any of his previous teammates, in my opinion.
That is true. See, the thing is with Batman is that he's never had a home, has he? He's been loaned out his whole career. I remember a few years ago when he was playing for Dortmund, he was looking really hot, and then you were saying he was worth, what, nearly 50 million back then? So
that's what Chelsea wanted for him. to give him up
He's
to
had
Dortmund.
goals since then, but that's why I say if you're going to get him on a full deal, give him a new home, give him a bit of security, so he's not always going on loan, and get him in the team, and he might do some good things for it. Because at the moment, he's definitely better than Awoni.
We've really hurt Tommy's feelings. All right, Tommy, if it makes you feel better, I'll retract it. You know more than Twist on Forest, okay?
I'll give him Forest. He can have Forest if he.
All right,
wants to
we'll split the difference. You know more on Forest. Twist knows more on Man U. There we go. Everyone's back to being happy families. But yeah, Mad Harry, good point on that. And I think if we give Batman the home and the Steve Cooper, you know, arm around the shoulder, 28 is still young in this day and age. Ronaldo's what, 37, 38 now and still going. You got Ibrahimovic going into his 40s. Okay, these are the elites of the elites, but there's still plenty of life in him. For free or peanuts, it's well worth the deal. Where do we get to? So keep putting in the players you do want. If you could have one more dream signing, let's be greedy. Who would it be? But semi-realistic, yeah? Semi. While staying at Leon says, well, yep, I put that update out this afternoon on the video. Unfortunately, it hurt me to say it. Adam saying Batman. So a lot of you are saying Batman. You are quite happy with that. Beaker saying I'm waiting for the same famous Dennis flip. And Sean is saying, does Twist think Maguire will get back into the United side? Let's save Man United talk for the Predictor stream tomorrow. Which reminds me, Predictor stream tomorrow. Go get your predictions in tonight and lock them in. If you haven't joined the league, go join the league now. We're going to give away one of these beautiful t-shirts. Let me just bring them up. In fact, what I will do, I will let the winner choose the t-shirt. So you can either have yourself a Lingardinho one. I made him an offer he couldn't refuse, Marinakis t-shirt. I am the one Awoni, nobody I'd rather be. Or maybe you tickle your fancy by a living in a world of Ryan Yates. I am not going to be giving you away the freaking hoodies. That's way too generous of me. Maybe if we've got a few more members, I'll give away a hoodie. Or you can have yourself a Dennis the Menace t-shirt, or yourself a Freuler t-shirt, or my favorite, the MG Dub 10. Or the Greek Father. What a beautiful t-shirt that is. Or a Lingardinho Johnson or a Cooper one. If you wanted this or anything else yourself, you can, of course, go and visit the merch store. The link's in the description. I'm sure one of my mods will chuck it for you in the chat as well. But go visit the store. It takes a couple of days to deliver. I've got my In Cooper We Trust t-shirt on as always because I hold him dear to my heart. My man Cooper. But yeah, we'll be giving away one of those. So make sure you're in the Predictor League. Whoops, where did I want to go? I wanted to go back here. And go check out the merch store. All right, let's see what else you guys are saying. And let me just check who else we've got. As Carlos Vinicius signs from Benfica to Fulham. What a flop of a player he is. What a flop. I remember how bad he was at Spurs. Okay, here we go. Batshuayi is off. Really? Here come the trollingness. Let me have a look. All right, let me check my sources, not your freaking sources. Okay, I am seeing that as well. I am seeing it. It's off. Seeing it from one decent source.
All right, now you got scrambled to find another striker.
I'd rather they're scrambling for LaCroix right now. Okay, Bidet is confirmed. Medical done and everything. So that's fine. We're down to 10 minutes here. Hussein saying Ben Brereton Diaz. I just don't really think he should come back, bro. I'd rather he's got sold elsewhere because we got a sell-on percentage of it. I think it's quite a meaty one. I think it's 20 or 25%. I've only seen it on one source. So let's not get too worried just yet. Let's see how it plays out. There's still plenty of time. There's still 12 minutes to go. I can confirm to you, just to give you guys a rounded view, Romano said that Fulham have signed Carlos Vinicius from Benfica for 4.25 mil. I think that's a terrible, terrible signing. But in terms of Batman, I'm not seeing any other sources. But there is one source I've got telling me that it's off.
Getting late now, 11 minutes to go.
11 minutes to go. Yeah, but it will be till midnight before you get the full feel of it. Bit of a downer, says Pat on that one. Mad Harry says, we'll buy something 100% soon. Bro, big fan of your channel. Got to support the Reds brothers wherever I can. Thank you, bro, Matt Harry. I really do appreciate your support. But we will give away one of those tomorrow in the Predictor. So make sure you're in the Predictor and you can grab yourself a nice free one. Matt Harris says, never mind about him then, LOL. In Awoni we trust. Yeah, should we re-put the poll out? And do you guys want to reconsider if you're convinced yet by Awoni or not? Okay, let me just check if we got any more details. I really did like the idea of Batman coming. I'm not going to lie. Edu out is trending. Okay. Apparently it's on. It's on. It's not off. It's on. Ready to sign Christoph. Woo! Let's give that a woo. The day is back on. Yeah, that was been sorted out about an hour ago. Okay. I am seeing that it's still on. I'm actually seeing reports saying it's completed. LaCroix is French for the cross, spelled La Croix. LaCroix. I'll call him LaCroix. All right, guys. This is cool, man. We got ourselves a little 11 p.m. drama. Is Batman on or is Batman off? Andrew, thank you so much for the super chat, for the donation of £1, bro. That's so kind of you and so generous. Really do appreciate you. Guys, it's time to get out the bat phone, put up the bat signal. I've seen the floodlights are on at the City Ground tonight. That can only mean one thing. The call is being put out for the Batman. Is he gonna answer the call? I'm seeing reports saying yes, and I'm seeing reports saying no. Both from people I trust. Which way is it gonna go? Is Bet MMA in the chat still? I just seen your tweet, bro. That's hilarious. I'm guessing Batman is Mitchie. Yeah, Batman's his nickname. So let's get the Batman phone out. I will break it to you as soon as I can confirm it for you one way or another. I think it's still on. Twist, are you seeing anything?
I'm seeing a lot of people saying it's off. Not reliable sources, but a lot of people are saying it's off in the last few minutes. But still, like you said, there's still time. Even if it goes past 11, it can still happen.
Oh my God, we have to sign him. We will get the coolest emoji for the members if we sign him. Can you imagine it? Easter's Red wants him as well, man.
You're saying they're trying to buy out the contract. That's the longer way of doing it. If they want to get this done quick, they might just have to settle for a loan on him. Because he knows how to sign loan deals. He's sufficient at that.
So this might just be a case of they may run out of time. They may run out of time on this one. Drop Gaming says, I think if we were to bring in Batman or Broja from Chelsea, I don't see much difference in playstyle or quality, but that's just my opinion. I don't mind missing out on either. And Jay Shedit says, we need a Robin for Batman. Have we got anyone in the team called Rob? I'm trying to think. Guys, you'll know. Anyone's first name Rob in the team? I can't think of anyone. Absolutely. Chelsea saying it's off. All the Chelsea fans saying it. I never trust a Chelsea fan at all. Never trust a Chelsea fan. Sign Rob Holding. Oh, God, no, man. No way, man. We have Robin Hood for oh, yeah, of course we do. Batman and Robin Hood. It's got to happen. Of course, Sky Sports are way behind it and are saying nothing. They don't have a clue right now. Johnson thinks he's Robin Hood with his goal celebration. It's meant to be, guys. It's meant to be. But I'm seeing a couple of more of reliable sources saying, no, sirree. Robin Van Persie says Paul. Let me just check. I'm just sorry, guys. I'm just having a look through my sources here. My uncle said Batman is coming and he's a Chelsea fan. Okay. Is your uncle called Tuchel? Here we go. Guys, 6 minutes to go. Bet MMA, there you are. I saw your tweet, man. It cracked me up. It cracked me up. Josh Bowler done, says Red Dog. Josh Bowler, don't get yourselves excited about. He's just gonna get excited, but not till next year. He's gonna go out on loan to Olympiacos. That I'm very confident on. All right, guys. While the window's about to close, and while I'm just looking through some sources here to see where we are, we're on 196 likes. I mean, come on, guys. At least get us to 200. Come on. Show some shame. Show some shame. Shame. The centre back deal, Gus, yes, that's done. That's fine. Get us over the 200 mark, please. And if you're yet to subscribe, please do go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I can't even get the graphic up because my fingers... There we go. Give the video a quick like. Subscribe to the channel. If you want to become a member and spam those emotes. By the way, we've got the watch along this weekend. We're back to normal. Forest versus Bournemouth, which I'm pretty sure is at 3 p.m. on Saturday. We'll have the watch along for. But we are down to 4 minutes to go on this transfer window. And guys, please go and give me a quick follow on Twitter as well. That's my last plug, I promise. Wolverine8125. It's been a fun day today on Twitter, I can tell you that much. All right, you guys are sending me some funny ass tweets, man. Is that mail tie that's sending me? Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Let me go and look at it. Brittany's saying, will Bidet be starting 11? I don't think to start with. We will go through. I just want to see what's going on with Batman. And then we will confirm what's done. And then we'll talk about the starting 11 as well. Kay says, when's the Bournemouth pre-match analysis vid? Kay, I'll try and squeeze that in tomorrow. Absolute latest Saturday morning, but more likely to be tomorrow. I hope you're enjoying those videos. I'm guessing you are, bro, by the fact you're asking for them. So I'll make sure, even if it's just for UK, it's coming out. Gus says, we've actually signed 2 new 11s. Biancone should be. I think Biancone should start. I've been impressed with him from what I've seen, but I didn't see him against Grimsby, and I got mixed reports on him. The Easter's Red says, I want Batman for the amazing chant we can give him, innit? Batman and Robin Hood. All right. I've only seen 2 reports to say it's over, and I've seen 1 report saying it's still on. Andre Gomez has joined Lille on loan from Everton. No one cares. All right, guys. Sorry, I'm just looking through. Forrest, you've got 2.5 minutes to get this one done. My understanding is there may be some issues with buying out of the contract. If you guys are seeing any decent reports, just tag me in on Twitter. But I'm not seeing too much yet. So at Wolverine. 2 minutes to go, says Jashids. Am I saying this right? Jashedits. Jashedits. Tay Later is saying, yo, it's over, bro. Ian saying, does Batman have to be done today if he's a free? Yes, if he's under contract. If he's under contract. The only way we could get him tomorrow, and theoretically it could happen, is if Chelsea terminated his contract. But that's not the discussion. The discussion is Forest buying out his contract, which is slightly different. So the only way we could sign him after the 11 p.m. deadline, as we have 1 minute 24 left on the clock, would be a termination with Chelsea. They can't start that now. It's too late. You need legal lawyer papers and everything going through on that. But then we could sign him. Lily, how you doing? We've just got a new team bus sponsorship stagecoach. Third kit seats 256 passenger and holds 25 team kits. And the window's officially closed. Not quite yet, bro. We've got ourselves 15 seconds. Here we go, guys. Last 10 seconds. Has Batman got over the line? Let's find out. This next 15-20 minutes is going to be very tense. Very tense. All right, guys. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I'm getting information all the time, but nothing saying it's done. Okay, I can confirm that Bidet is done. Done deal, Bidet. It's done.
There's your pacey centre-back that you wanted.
He's the centre-back. Done. Josh Bowler is done. Confirmation Bowler, done. So Josh Bowler definitely done. Can't confirm he's going to Olympiacos yet, but I'm pretty sure he is. And Leeds may have got Ben Brereton Diaz. Now, why is that important to Forest? Because we have a sell-on fee on that. JP says, still announcements over the next hour. Yeah, it's the next hour is more important. Now, guys, everything goes from Rumourville, Transferville, all this, to now fact, yeah? Because if they're registered, it's done. And we are finally going to get to see what this Forest squad is officially going to shape up to look at. Look out into the sky, says Pat. I was going to say, is it a bird, is it a plane? But that's DC, mate. Oh, wait, he is DC as well. Batman and Superman are DC. Anyway, I'm getting tired. Jashid says it would be funny if they just surprise announcement a random player out of the blue with no transfer news at all. Man, I'd take that being Awa. I would take it being Awa. Is it the bat signal? Should I go get my kids' Batman toys? Alright, let's see what they're saying on Sky Slow Sports News. Hold on, guys. Let's have a look. Confirmed Bowler to Olympiacos. Okay, but Bowler confirmed as signed to Forest. Has Awar signed a 2-year contract with Leon? Not that I've seen. Oh my god, guys. What are you going to do without my daily transfer videos? How are you guys going to survive? How am I going to survive? Not bringing you the news. Don't worry, there will still be Daily Forest content. Obviously, it won't be transfer news, but there's plenty of other stuff that we'll be doing in. So, all right, guys, while I'm looking for this Batman story from the guys I'm talking to, please go and subscribe to the channel if you are new here. And give the video a like if you haven't already. There's nothing confirming. Come on, someone confirm. Someone confirm. Just put us out of our misery or let us rejoice. Is he in or is he not? You could do a team predictor most days as we have that many players. The thing with that, East, is it would be a long video, wouldn't it? Fernanda says Lingard isn't good enough. Need a better playmaker. Maybe Barkley. I mean, you could still sign. So for those of you who maybe have not done a transfer window deadline before or just don't really get like the ins and outs of it, the rules now are if you haven't got your paperwork registered, or at least, I believe, Nick, I'm right in it, the intention can be done if it comes from both clubs. Or was that just for COVID?
No, I think for a permanent transfer, it might be slightly different. For a loan, I think you can do that, and then you obviously the medicals and stuff can all come after.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be everything signed, sealed, delivered. It can be pending a medical. So there's still time. I mean, it's still quiet on this Batshuayi front, and there's nothing either way that's rock solid confirmation. So it might just be a case of the just last few minutes of trying to get over the line, and then sort of next 5-10 minutes is going to be key if we get the leak on whether it's actually gone through or not.
Yeah. So just to firm up, that's the rules on it. Now there are still players you can sign after 11 p.m. So to answer your question, Gus, on Aurier, it doesn't matter. There's been no confirmation. He will be last on Forest's priority list right now in terms of getting over the line because he's a free agent. Now, and that can be done when the window's closed. There's different rules to that. The difference between him and Batman, as in Batshuayi, is that he is under contract to Chelsea. Now, had Chelsea terminated his contract, made him a free agent, then of course that would be different. But that's not what was happening. Bring you guys up to speed. Huh?
That's a good point, though. That could still happen. If Chelsea terminate his contract, it doesn't have to be today. If they terminate his contract and make Batshuayi a free agent, then you can't bring him in then.
No, I don't think they can terminate it after the window is closed. Because do you remember with Aubameyang last year? They raced to terminate his contract under mutual consent before the window closed so that he could then be sold. Well, that he could then go to Barca. I'm sure someone in the chat will tell us if we're right or wrong. Intention to buy paperwork only needed, says Jimmy. Yep. Medicals can happen after. Martin says, let's hope Forest don't mess up the paperwork like with Kamal Grosicki again. And it was the Peterborough play. Oh, no, that was about his eyesight, wasn't it? That prick. What was he called? Eagles. Brinley says, oh, well, we have enough forwards. I agree with what Brinley's saying anyway. Look, let's start talking while I'm just checking my sources. Huh?
Get some bad news here. Good source is saying it's off.
It's off.
From the Chelsea side, he's a reporter for the Chelsea side. Solid source is saying it's off. Still not 100% there.
I mean, as Brinley was saying, I would still rather we were getting centre-back. I know they're not as sexy, but I would rather have seen some centre-back links to coming into Forest. I really would have. But I know we just got a couple. I know that. And I know I'm being greedy. But Lacroix, Digne still could happen. But I've seen no links at all with him and Forest. And Tanganga looks like he stayed at Spurs. Sky Blue says transfer window now closed. Yeah, but we still will get fed in the deals as they finish up. Nick says you can only sign one free transfer after the window is closed. So if Aurier signs, Batman will be irrelevant even if Chelsea cancel his contract. Is that right? Okay. And Brinley says so would I. Yep. Sky Blue saying we know it's closed, bro. We announced him, Blady and Messi in 5 minutes. We announced him, Baldy and Messi in 5 minutes. I wouldn't take Messi at Forest. Crushing our dreams of Batman and Robin. Yeah, you guys shouldn't have said that to me, man. Now you kind of got me all hyped up about the fun we could have had with him. Forget how good or bad he would have been on the pitch. True, I don't know why, says a Blue supporter. Who have we signed? Okay, we've officially got Bowler. Now that's taken us nearly 9 months to do because we nearly signed him in January. And he's going straight out to Olympiacos on loan, which I'm very happy with. I think that will develop him quite nicely. Bidet has not officially been announced, but I've seen enough strong sources to say that he is done and fine. And then also, Oscar has subscribed to the channel. Thank you so much for subscribing, Oscar. And then on top of that, who was the other one? Oh, we forget. Like, the day's been so long. Bolly has signed. East Midlands Commercial CL Earners. Thank you for... Cleaners, sorry. My God, your name was so long, it went into the other line. Thank you so much for subscribing.
Bolly feels like a week ago.
Yeah, Bolly, in case you guys forget, was officially announced today. I mean, we brought you confirmation of it 2 days ago or yesterday or whatever, but technically it's done. Is Bidet confirmed, says Alex? Not yet, but I've seen enough sources that I'm very comfortable to say he's a done deal. Let's have a look. Okay, Travis has tagged me in to Nazir, who's saying the deal is off. Interesting. Okay. No Batman and Robin Hood then. No Batman and Robin Hood. But it still could change, guys. It still could change. It still could change. Easter's Red says, I'd love to see him score a hat-trick against Bournemouth and celebrate with Brennan doing a Batman and Robin celebration. That would be pretty cool. Ian says, got Josh Bowler as well. Great goal-scoring winger. He will be good, but he's just going to need another year, I think. Out on loan, I'm happy with that. Alex says, cheers, no problem, bro. All right, guys, so that's where we are currently. There's been nothing. I mean, did Aubameyang get over the line? I've been so... Not that I really care, but I'm just interested.
Yeah, he's going to Chelsea.
So here's what's interesting. The chap who's saying it's off said he was having his medical. Oh, so check this, right? Chelsea won't be able to register Batman. And he's going to end up caught in no man's land. Interesting. Interesting. Who we got in N-Dub? What do you mean N-Dub, bro? I'm going to scream if Batman gets announced, says the Easter's Red. Nella Dan says, fairly sure he did. How the mighty have fallen. You're so far down the league. Ryan, shut up, man. You just beat the bottom of the league, who Forest hate, so weird. Okay. Thank you to Nick as well, tagging me in. I don't really trust Transfer Talk Live though, bro. But I think they're just jumping onto the story of it. Okay, there's this report. I don't believe it. But Chelsea trying to terminate the contract and allow free agent transfer. This could happen. It's what Twist you were saying earlier. If they terminate his contract.
I'm intrigued by what someone said in the chat though. If you can only bring in one free transfer, deadline's closed, because then you're gonna have a bit of a Sophie's choice about whether you bring in
Aurier or Batshuayi.
Yeah.
Batshuayi. I'm just trying to see if Fabrizio Romano has said anything yet. I mean, he's really good, but I'm sure he's busy with some of the other deals. But he did talk about it earlier, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Sam Surridge, breaking news, has gone. No, he hasn't. Sorry. I just got absolutely trolled. I nearly had a heart attack. I got freaking trolled. All right, guys, calm down. Sam's still a Forest player. Oh my God. My God, man, I nearly had a heart attack. Is that true through free agents are free agents? I need to double check the rules on that. My understanding was that they still, the contract has to be terminated before the end of the window to make him a free agent.
See, Batshuayi is going to be stuck in limbo otherwise, because I'm seeing reports that they're not even got
He
enough room
can't
to
register it, yeah.
They can't register him,
Yeah.
so he's literally just going to be stuck in limbo unless he can figure
Yeah.
this term of his contract out ASAP.
Paul, I'm really sorry, bro. I was reading it and said it aloud. Sorry. I just, and then I looked at it. It just popped up on my screen. I was like, why the hell's that even coming on my screen? Put your minds at ease. Sam is a Forest player. All right, let me catch up with these chats. Barney says, I hope Surridge doesn't go. He's our best finisher in my opinion. He's not going. He's not going. He's not going. He's not going. Sky Blue says, I would love to see Ramos from Benfica. Bro, who do you support? I'm intrigued. And Walking Boom says, Paul Taylor saying window closed, expect something late. Paul Taylor saying window closed, expect something late. Adam, I'm sorry. I apologize to all of you. Would Aurier start ahead of Nico? No, Gus. No chance. No chance. But it'd be good cover for if he was injured. Oh, Lyle Taylor's going to Charlton. What? Oh, Paul Taylor, sorry. I was thinking of the Paul Taylor. I don't know. I haven't seen that one. I am all in just trying to find out on the Batman. Because this could still twist, guys. This could still twist. Have you seen Southampton have signed the Marcel CB instead of LaCroix? Yeah, I did. The guy was the double-barreled name guy. Was that Southampton? Castacar or whatever he was called?
Not sure. No, the Turkish transfer window doesn't close for another week or so you could potentially get someone like that.
The Turkish one?
That's open for a bit longer, yeah.
We'll probably still buy a few. I don't think the transfer window applies to Forest, man. We can sign who we want when we want. Alex, thank you so much for subscribing, bro. Kino, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Red Bull 121, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Aurier is better than Nico. The man has hundreds of Prem caps and played in Champions League final. He played for Tottenham for years. Ryan, you still think that Ronaldo has 4 years left in his playing career at the top level? So Ryan, you can shut up, bro.
Ibrahimovic, man, you never know.
Dean says free agents must have left his previous club before the closure of the transfer window, as was the case for ex-Manchester City Yaya Toure. Dean, that's what I was thinking, because Aubameyang had to leave Arsenal before the window closed for him to be able to sign to Barca. So thank you, Dean. That's a good point. So if he's not freed up, then that's it. It's game over. It's game over. All right, let's see if I can find some stuff for you guys. But apart from that, guys, how happy are you? I want everyone. There's nearly 350 of you in here, right? Every single one of you needs to write a number between 1 and 10 on Forest transfer window and how good or bad you thought it was. So if you think it's been a perfect transfer window, 10 out of 10. If you think it's been a shocker, 0 out of 10. Let me see. I want 300 different answers and we'll shout as many out as I can see. John saying 7. Phil saying 9. Russell saying 9. Andrew saying 8. Gus 9. Oh my God, they're flying in right now. Whoa. Hussein saying 11. Adam saying 9. Paul saying 9 plus. JP saying 9. Steve Butler saying 9. Kev, how are you? Kev saying 8. Daniel saying 9.5. Nick saying 10. Mad Harry saying 8. Glenn saying 9. The members, your numbers stand out so nicely because you're in a different color. Glenn, you're saying 9. Vinny, you're saying 9. Guys, if you want to be a member, hit the join button and you can stand out with your emotes. Pat saying 9. Jimmy saying 8. Delete the Elite. What a cool name. Saying 7. Carl saying a 7. Dick Knight saying an 8. Easter's Red saying 9.8.5. That's very precise. Mason saying a huge 7. Interesting. And Paul saying a 10. And Sky Blues supporter, who I'm guessing is a Red supporter, is saying a 9. Hussein is saying we are no longer a laughing club. Bro, we've never been a laughing club because we have 2 stars over our badge. B Kino is saying 7. It would have been higher if we'd signed Garner and Davies earlier in the transfer window. Chris is saying a 9 and Simon is saying 10. I think it's fair to... I haven't seen anyone go below a 7. I think it's fair to say. Luke, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel, bro. Appreciate your support. Pat says, I'll give it a 10 if Batman comes. Pat's gone from, like, no mention of Batman until the last 6 hours to it's Batman or die right now, man. But I love it, Pat. Jashid saying, apparently Aubameyang has signed his contract for Chelsea. Southpaw trying to be controversial and get in below the 7 there with a 6. Adam saying same as Pat. Gus says we have signed a fast CB instead of Bolly. Wish we signed a fast CB instead. We have with Bidet. Pet saying LOL. Jimmy Seville saying 6. Adam saying but doubt it. Pat saying haha. David saying, if we haven't signed a good striker, it is disappointing. Really? You'd go to disappointing, David. Dean, you absolute legend. Thank you for joining the membership and becoming a Super Red. Members, welcome Dean in. And Dean, thank you so much for your support, bro. Ant says, I wanted Batman and Noir. Yeah, but Ant, did you want Batman before today? Or did you just suddenly... It's like seeing that beautiful woman walking past. You've never seen her before. But now you have to have her kind of thing. Not in that way, but you know what I'm saying. You got to go talk to her. Stuart saying an 8. Alan saying an 11. Andrew is spamming those emotes. Love it. Sky Blues is a Coventry City fan. I was mistaking you for a Forest fan there, bro. Pat welcomes Dean in. Batman would just make my year. You guys, look, you guys don't want Batman because you think he's going to, like, win us the league. You want Batman because you're thinking about Batman and Robin Hood. JP says we've become spoiled over the course of this window. I've turned into a spoiled brat, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. Sky Blue supporter says that's who I support. Fair enough. Coventry. I got a few Cov fans, friends. The stadium's all right. It's in the most random place I've ever seen in Coventry, but it's all right. It's all right. Dean loving the emoji there. And what we got? Trying to see. And 108 saying 8.5. And John is welcoming Dean into La Familia. Batman needs to play centre back, says Jimmy. Who's Batman? Batman is Michi Batshuayi. That's always his nickname when he plays good. Batman. He's known as the Batman. All right, let's see. Let me see if I can get any confirmation. Is the Easter's Red still here? I've seen you tag me on Twitter. There's someone called Clark Kent, bro. I mean, how can I say this guy seriously, man? So Clark Kent is saying that Batman is going to be Forest's 20th signing of the season. Interesting. Interesting. Batman is off saying Luke. I think there's enough evidence showing it's off. But I haven't seen any like tier one. Oh no. Oh, I just saw another. Oh, guys, I just saw another picture. Oh, I've had to look at it, so you guys are gonna have to look at it. Look, if your stomachs are weak, I've given you a warning now. Look away from your screens, and I will tell you when you can look back. Okay? Look away from your screens right now. And you can look back now. If that made anyone sick, I gave you plenty of warning. Love your content, says Sky Blue supporter. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. Well done to the Forest recruitment team, says Michelangelo. John, I told you to look away, bro. Don't blame it on me. When Fabrizio says no, I'll believe it. There you go. There you go. He is next to Steve Cook. Okay, so yeah, the kit is horrible, isn't it? I'm still pissed we didn't get 3 points from them. Should Wolves have gone for Rabiot? Nah, he's a virus, man. Jimmy's calling him a traitor. No, he's not a traitor. We didn't go in for Garner. You can't call him a traitor. They say never fall in love with a lone player. They say never fall in love with a lone player. All right, I'm going to grab a drink because my bottle is empty. I'll be back in 30 seconds. And then I'm going to give you my rating out of 10 for this transfer window. So I'll be back in 30 seconds. Don't go anywhere because we still need to confirm for sure if Batman is coming to partner up with Robin Hood or not. So I'll be back in like literally 30 seconds. All right, I'm back. Have we had confirmation? Nick, you seen anything?
Just that it's off at the moment, to be honest. It's getting pretty
Is it
late
off?
in the day
Is
now.
it on? Is it on? Is it off? All right, I'm back.
Kidding. It's off.
All right, what
Crazy.
are these lots saying?
What's the number at the moment? 21, 22? What is it?
It's not. It's more than that. But what people are not counting for some reason is the ones that we've loaned straight back out. All right, I'm gonna tell you guys my rating on this transfer window, as I'm still looking for confirmation on it. It's still not confirmed as off. I'm not seeing enough to say it's off. It's not off yet. The Athletic have said deal off.
Oof.
Someone tag me into it. Someone tag me in on Twitter. Would I prefer Aurier or Batman? Batman, man, 100%. Batman. It's off, dude. All right, a lot of you seem convinced it's off. Luke, you're spot on. It's off, but it's not the end of the world. I completely agree. Why? This was one of those last minute ones. I guarantee you, right? If it was done, there'd be a lot of, the skeptical fans would be like, well, that was a bit of a panic signing for Forest, bit of a last minute one. And if it's off, people will be like, well, Forest didn't get their business done in time, all that crap. So you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Oh, I just looked at Sky News and Garner's on there doing an interview already, man. Oh, I can't even look at it. He wasn't prolific anyway. That's what we gotta do. We gotta pretend we didn't want him anyway. Garner giving his dream to play for speech. Oh, I've got it on mute. Luke, agree too much. Yeah, it's a panic buy, and we don't do panic buys. Therefore, that's why the deal's off. We'll leave it at that. Okay. Now, this transfer window so far for me, I will give it. Are you ready? I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Don't ridicule me just yet. Why? I think we've done brilliant business. My top signing, we'll do a whole video on this, right? But seeing that you guys are still awake at this time of night, then why not? Now, the best signings for me. And I'll put them in order, but right now I'm just going to bunch them for you. Renan Lodi, who everyone's forgotten about. Brilliant bit of business. Yeah, Sky News was saying off as well. Yeah, exactly what you're saying. So, if I was to bracket it, so I'm giving it an 8 overall. Why? Because I would like to have seen a couple of extra players. Now, this is me being greedy. Yeah, greedy. I would have liked to seen a war in the door and 2 more centre-backs in Lacroix and Digne or Ndicka. Lacroix, definitely, and then Digne and Ndicka, I wouldn't mind which one out of those 2. Now, for me, we'll put tiers in terms of the Forest players, in terms of the signing. We'll do that in a separate video. But just to give you a rough idea, Bidet and Bowl are done yet. We've announced those. They're fine. Aurier should be fine, but Batman is off according to Sky. Aurier doesn't matter when it gets announced because it's a free transfer. Batman off via Sky Sports News. Fabrizio hasn't said anything. East ain't gonna listen to no one until the big man Fab tweets it out. Brian, is your signing of the season? Well, let's start with that question. Guys in the chat, type to me one name, and we won't hold you to it, yeah? But who is the best signing we've had? Go. Let me see what you come up with. Tommy, you're back, bro. I hope we're still friends. What is the deadline for EFC clubs to make loan signings from Premier League clubs? I think it's 2 weeks more they get. Okay, so let's see these ones. I'm going to shout the members ones out. If I miss any of the other guys, I'm sorry. East is Red saying O'Brien. Dean saying MG Dub. Jason saying Nico O'Brien. MG Dub from Simon. Broiler from, my God, you guys are freaking going crazy here, from Hussein. John saying Henderson. David is saying for the price O'Brien. Adam saying O'Brien. There's a lot of O'Brien lovers. Andy Reid returning to Forest, says Ian. Adam saying Henderson as well. Perhaps is saying Jesse. Bet MMA saying Newcastle or MG Dub maybe. JP saying Henderson. As I choke on a sweep. Paul saying Henderson and Nico. And then some MG Dubs from Nathan, James, and Shade giving some respect to Mangala. Tony saying Hendo every day of the week. Graham putting some respect on Mangala, as is Chris. Ricky's saying Lodi MG dub. I like how Ricky's thinking. Kina's saying Abdun. Who? Sky Blues is chipping in with Henderson. Ian saying MG dub. Pat obviously has to say MG dub the correct way. Love it. Paul saying Henderson and O'Brien. Twist, you there? The Walking Booth saying Omar Richards. Nick.
Yeah.
You had to pick. Who would you say is Forest's best sign? Just one name. Like, it would come to your head. Who's the best one?
I mean, before everything started, before the game started getting played, I would have said Lingard because value for money, free transfer experience, proven in the Premier League. If I'm talking right now, I'd say O'Brien.
O'Brien. You've been taken by O'Brien, man.
I've been taken by him. He's the one that's impressed me the most in every game that has been right up there. So for the price you paid for him, which was what, 4 or 5 mil, wasn't much, was it?
It was, yeah, 10 mil, but part of that was the Buffalo money.
Yeah. Well,
oh god, mods, get on the freaking things. Nella is saying, honestly, can't give you just one name. I agree, it's hard. I know, that's why I'm saying I'm not holding anyone to it. I'm just interested what's the first name that pops in your minds. We've certainly signed a lot of talent. It's just a matter of it all coming together.
What are you saying then? What's your opinion?
I'm with Nella on this. Right, it's very hard.
Is that because they've all not been bedded in yet and not really had a chance to see them all?
because there's 4 players I would say are critical signings that we've made.
Okay. MG Dub is right up there.
MG Dub number 1. MG Dub, right? And this is gonna throw a lot of you off, right? MG Dub is not the most critical signing we've made. Whoa. Wolverine just said that after he hasn't shut up about him for 6 months. Yeah? He's not. You could argue, yeah, without MG Dub, you've still got Lingard, Dennis, Johnson, blah, 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 right? However, the most critical signing for me that comes to mind is Niakata. I gotta say Niakata. Look at the difference in the defense from, okay, the Newcastle and the West Ham match. Yes, we lost to Newcastle, but without Niakata in there, how much could it have been? And look at the West Ham match with him in there. He was slapping around, what's his face? Antonio. Without him, I don't see how the ball's transition. It's just not solid. It's not solid. Now, in terms of my favorite signing, MG Dub. It's MG Dub, right? But in terms of the most critical signing to Forest, it has to be Niakata. I mean, I know a lot of people are saying Henderson, yeah? But you could argue we could have got other keepers. Like, Leno went to Fulham for a few mil. Yeah, Forest could have ended up getting him. There was no link or anything. I'm just saying as an option. Now, yes, he's not as good as Henderson, but he would do a job, yeah? Whereas Niakata is just ridiculously good. Pawn Poker's signing for Forest. Bro, unless you're really called Diaz, then I'd be surprised. O'Brien cost, what, 5 mil? Who's the better player, Garner or O'Brien?
I'd say O'Brien. You've got to factor in the transfer fee as well. I mean, the amount you pay for Dub, he's got to be performing on the level above some of these players that you've only spent a few mil on and picked up on a free.
Yeah,
to be honest.
I know. But that's why Niakata comes into that again, because we only paid 12 mil for him. I think 9 mil up front, 12 in total.
As long as he can stay fit, you might be right about that. But
JP said, Sky just explained how you can sign players after deadline day. Once all parties have signed a deal sheet, which is an intention to deal, there's 4 of them submitted. Hopefully we're one of them. It wouldn't matter on him because they would need to terminate the contract first. So okay. Thank you for sending that, Steve. Batshuayi is dead. No, he's still breathing. Deal collapsed as documents were not sent in time. Game over on the Batman. I can officially confirm. Steve, thanks for tagging me in. And is Red in here? Because that's come as well from Romano. But he is alive. He is alive. Wolverine, how's that Anther? How are you, PBR? Last game. Last night, sitting in the cup. Hey, oh well, I hope you enjoyed that last minute goal, bro. I was at the Etihad, bro. I got to see a lot of goals. My gran just signed for Mighty Forest. I hope your gran can spell forest. You can't exactly. He can't even spell forest. The East is red. There you go, bro. His heart is broken. So there will be no Batman and Robin, ladies and gents. There'll be no Batman and Robin Hood at the City Ground, unfortunately. But I can confirm, Bowler is done. Bidet is done. Don't forget we got Bolly as well this morning. I feel like there's one more we're missing. Who's the other one? Oh, Aurier still not confirmed, but will get confirmed probably tomorrow or the day after. Best signing says Alan Price is D. Murphy. Who's the ledge? Mr. Moneyball. I just choked on the sweet. DeCanio says, how long will Forest remain above... How long will West Ham remain above Forest in the table? Until we play our next game. Aurier, thanks, bro. It is Aurier. Eastern Red says we can still sign him on loan, to be fair. Wait, the loan window's not open either anymore, bro. Or is it? Did they give it a week on the loan window, Nick?
I don't think so.
It's only for lower league clubs. So if you were in the EFL, you can still go for another week to 2 weeks. I think that's how it works. Tommy says, hey, we didn't get Garner, but we still have Arta, Colback, and Cafu. How have we still got Arta, man? That guy is just a joke. Southpaw says 3-0 Forest on the weekend. All right, so actually that's a good point. So we're pretty much done on all the transfers. Sky Sports are too slow, but I'm seeing nothing else too new here. Forest have tweeted. They've confirmed, as we brought to you earlier, Josh Bowler has signed. The winger will spend the remaining time at Olympiacos. So I'll retweet for... I'm sure you will follow Forest. But that is confirmed as we broke to you earlier today. So that's good news. That one's done and dusted. We just need them to get the official confirmation on Bidet. But I've been told that's done and dusted as well. So I think it's been a really good winner and a really good end of day. I would have liked one more centre back. I really would. But it's been a hell of a window. Now, the question, guys, is, does Cooper now put pen to paper? He will. He will indeed. I just think he was waiting. As I did a video on it about a month or so ago. Just saying, don't worry about it. This is normal. In any window, a manager will wait to see how the transfers look. And then Tony says, I was eager to see Bowler play. Well, you can still see him play, bro. You're just going to have to watch some Greek League football. We got Biancone. Breaking news. Bowler at Olympiacos for FFP. We will get wages paid and loan fee over what we are paying. Alright, I need to stop eating sweets, so I'm choking on it. Okay, so guys. This has been a fun freaking stream. I can't wait to do it again in January. Not that I'm not streaming between then and now. Now, we've got the match day watch along. We're back to normal. I'm not going to the Bournemouth match because I've got a scan appointment on my arm. So I can't make it there and back in time. But what I will be doing is doing a watch along with you guys on Saturday. So if you're not going to the City Ground for the Bournemouth match. Now, this game is huge. Why? Because a lot of Forest fans were writing off the previous game saying the season starts now. I wasn't, but I did say in my vlog video yesterday that the season does start now. And it does, in a way, because the transfer window is closed. Hoops has got his full team in. Yes, we do have some injuries, but now we're going to start to understand the way Coops is going to play, the players he's going to put on, and the formations and everything. Is he going to tweak anything like that at all? Okay, so there's a lot of that going to happen. So tomorrow, we're going to have a match preview for the Bournemouth match. I'll talk you through their tactics. Now, it's going to be slightly tweaked, obviously, because they've got a temporary manager in there. Luckily, they haven't got a new manager. Hopefully, they don't announce it tomorrow. We don't want the managerial freaking bounce kicking in against Forest. This game will be huge. Tomorrow as well, we'll do a roundup transfer video as per normal, just tidying up all the signings, making sure that you and people who are probably asleep or whatever have had a chance for everything to be covered off. And then the early evening afternoon video will be the Bournemouth build-up. And then on Saturday, it will be the watch along. So I'm looking forward to it. There still will be daily Forest content coming out to you. Oh, sorry. And tomorrow night, the Predictor League. Please sign up to it. It's my favorite stream of the week by a country mile. And we're giving away a Forest t-shirt for anyone who can beat me, Twist, or Simple As. We'll go through the points, see who's leading in the leaderboard. If a mod would put the link into the chat just for anyone who wants to sign, or go and download the Super Brew app and you can join into the league that way. The league's called YT Wolverine. Now, that stream will be tomorrow night. So we'll be doing a preview of this weekend's matches as well, obviously with a large focus on the Forest versus Bournemouth match. And we'll have our usual panel on to talk them through it all. So, exciting times still to come. I'm going to wrap up because I got to work in the morning still tomorrow. I still got my full-time normal job to do in between all of this. So, guys, if you wouldn't mind, before you leave, if you could be so kind, if you haven't already, to drop a like on the stream. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and if you do want to become a member, and members, I know I owe you now another 2 emojis. I will get that sorted out for you by the latest before the Bournemouth match, but they will be there. If there's anyone in there you want to see, just chuck me a DM on Twitter and we'll get them added on. I've had a complete blast doing this with you guys. It's been fun to see. Is he here? Is he not here on the Batman? Unfortunately, he's not coming, but it is what it is. It looks like Chelsea messed it up, not Forest. So, guys, we will see you tomorrow. If you want to support the channel, like I say, hit the join button. But at the very least, if you could subscribe, that's all I ask from you. And I'll be back tomorrow. I need to go and have a drink because I'm losing my voice. Thank you for watching, guys. Come on, you Reds. What a window we've had. And we will see you guys tomorrow.